What's up, everyone? Hello and Happy New Year to you all watching. It is January 1st, 2015, and I just wanted to record this channel update. I originally thought I was going to be at the other house today, but that has changed to tomorrow. Alright, so want to get this out there. Want to let you guys know what's coming up. I actually have a list written down, if you guys can believe it. It's like a full page of stuff. And look, this is this is today's channel update. This whole list here. Alright? So, the first thing I want to talk about is what went over the holidays, just really quickly. Alright? If you guys haven't been watching, it was Christmas. I did my Christmas unboxing. I finished up with school in mid-December, so I'm officially on winter break. Originally, I was going to take winter session, but then I realized that for my major, me taking that winter session class I was going to take wouldn't have counted towards anything. It would have just been like worthless, me just taking it to take it. So I did drop that, and I am now free for the winter, which I kind of need. I need to be free for the winter because there's all this stuff happening in terms of games, and I have this huge backlog I need to get through. All right. So I did that. Over the holidays, I visited my good friend Dean Thompson, who has his YouTube channel, Vinny Corleone. 60, what year is it? 63. Did I get it right? I'm sorry. I'm just trying to remember. Hold on, I have to look it up here. 62. All right, one number off. Anyway, so had dinner with him, had a good time, and we exchanged gifts and stuff. So if you guys haven't checked out his channel, go check it out. There's a link in the description. So definitely go check out his channel. Had a good time. Dean, thank you a lot for all the gifts. He gave me the Far Cry 4 strategy guide, which I haven't played Far Cry 4 yet, but I have the Far Cry 3 strategy guide, and it came in, really good use when I actually played Far Cry 3 when it was new. Just finding out where all the animals are and hunting and stuff. So Far Cry 4, I have the strategy guide, and it's definitely going to help me a lot, as the third one did as well. So he also gave me, because I'm on like this James Bond rush, I have the 50th anniversary edition with all the movies, and I've just been watching them. I've had it for a year, and I just finished like all the Roger Moore films. So I'm moving on to, I believe, Timothy Dalton, and then there's Pierce Brosnan, and then we get into the modern Daniel Craig ones. So he gave me 007 Legends, which was a James Bond game that I wanted to play, but I just sort of missed. I was always planning on getting it, but I just kind of missed the release of that and just kind of forgot about it over time. So he gave me that, which is going to be pretty cool to, play through all those Bond levels in, modern times with Daniel Craig. And, it's going to be cool to play that and then be watching the films at the same time. So thanks a lot, Dean, once again. I really appreciate it. Moving on to what's going on this month, all right? This month is jam-packed, even though we're starting to pick up towards the end of the month here with new games, all right? But there's going to be a lot of stuff coming up. Let's just get right to it, all right? Undoubtedly, what you guys want to know first is the 2014 VGAs. And this is, a thing I do every year. I don't do Game of the Year awards. I don't agree with the term Game of the Year. I instead do Video Game Awards. So, this is like a 2.5 hour show that I do with green screen and everything, and I basically talk, and I have 10 categories, and I put these games in order from their categories. And, I do best narrative, I do best visual graphical style, most fun game to play, best multiplayer, best soundtrack, best protagonist, best antagonist. So I do a lot of categories. There's 10 categories in total, and I take all the games I played during the year, and I basically put them in those categories. Now, I need to beat all these games that I'm currently playing first. And the reason I need to beat them is because I need to beat them in order to talk about them in the Video Game Awards. I can't not play a game and then put it in the Video Game Awards show. It just wouldn't make sense, right? So I have here a list of games that I still have to beat. All right, currently I'm still playing Assassin's Creed Unity. I pretty much got to the point, I'm like 20 hours into this game, right? And I pretty much got to the point where I've done about half of all the story missions. I'm going to be doing, a lot today. I'm going to be focusing on story today after I record this video. And I pretty much got to the point where I did half of the story missions, and I did so much side content to the point where I'm bored, alright? So, all the collectibles, that I wanted to get, and all the, unlocks that I wanted to unlock, have pretty much been acquired, alright? I did the 100 Coquettes things, where I got the black color outfit and shader, so I did that, and, I also, got like level 5 armor. So I got like all this cool stuff, and what I've been doing is because I'm so short on time, I have work, and I'm trying to play, long games like this, and I'm just trying to find time. What I've been doing is usually what I do is at 10 o'clock I turn off all my games, just like my time. I turn it off at 10. Usually I take a shower, and then I get in bed at like 11 o'clock, and I watch videos until I fall asleep. So what I've been doing is I'll turn off the Xbox at like 10, and I'll get in bed, I'll watch videos for like an hour. It's like 12:30, and then I'm like, you know what? I'm not tired. So I got up, and what I've been doing for the past couple of nights is I've been playing this game with the volume off for about 2 or 3 hours until like 3 in the morning. And I've just been running around doing endless side content and stuff, try to get more money and try to get unlockables and stuff. And it just got to the point where I feel like I've done so much side content, and there's so much side content in this game, to the point where I'm bored, and I just don't feel like doing them again, It's usually what I like to do with my games is do all the side content and get, digest the full meal, but it's just gotten to the point where there's just so much, It's not to say that the side content is boring. It's not quality over quantity or quantity over quality in this game's case. It's just, there's just so much of it, It is quality content, but there's just so much, it's overwhelming at times. So, I'm going to be focusing on the story. I'm going to beat this game, hopefully. Okay, here's the thing. Tomorrow, which is Friday, I go to the other house. I'm probably going to stay at the other house until, I'm thinking, Monday. I'll probably be back Monday or Tuesday. Once I'm back, it's probably going to take me like another day or two to actually beat this game entirely, which would be nice. Now, unfortunately, I made this decision last night, and, excuse me, some of you guys might not be, too happy about this, but I decided that in terms of the future games that I have to play after Assassin's Creed Unity, I have Sherlock Holmes, Drive Club, Far Cry 4, Shadow Warrior, Trials Fusion, The Crew, and Grid Autosport. Those games, including Assassin's Creed Unity, I'm not going to be doing reviews for. I just don't have the time, and rather than sit here and record like a 20-minute review and then waste time editing it and then putting it up there for you guys to watch, I'd rather just beat the game, move on to the next game. And I'm even contemplating not doing impressions for them. I know that kind of sucks because I want to get gameplay out for these games, and I want to do gameplay of all those games I bought, but it's gotten to the point now where I'm so low on time, and it's like I have 2 weeks, guys. I literally have 2 to 3 weeks to beat this game and 7 other games. And and this game's going to be like 25 hours. We got Sherlock Holmes, which is going to be like 15 hours. Drive Club, I don't know if there's a career mode or anything. I don't know how long that game's going to take. Far Cry 4 is going to be like another 30-hour, 40-hour game. Shadow Warrior is probably about 4 or 6 hours, honestly. It's short. Trials Fusion, the same. The Crew, I have no idea how long that game's going to be. And then we also have Grid Autosport. Now, for some of these games, like the racing games, Drive Club, Trials, Grid, I don't need to necessarily beat the games. Like the game has a career mode, but it's not like it has a set story, It's not like, the Crew has a story, but it's not like there's anything else going on, there. So I don't necessarily need to, play the game until I beat, all the races and stuff like that, because it's like the same thing almost. But still, I do want to beat those games, and it's going to just take me a long time. And I don't know if I not being able to do reviews. I know it sucks because I do want to do the reviews. It's just I don't have time, and the impressions, I don't know. I really don't know at this point. If there comes a time for me just to record the impressions, it doesn't. It's not like it takes a long time because I'm playing the game anyway. But it's just. it's just trying to find the time to do all this stuff. It's going to be hard, and what I don't want, I want to get the Game of the Year, the Video Game Awards, not Game of the Year, the Video Game Awards, the VGAs. I want to get those out the third week of January at the latest. All right, I don't want to push it into February, and it's just there's other games like we have Dying Light coming out at the end of January. You know, it's like I don't want to. What I don't want to do is be like completely overwhelmed with all my games for 2014, beat them all by like February, and then I have another backlog to start with all 2015 games. You know, I don't want to do that, so it sucks. It really does. It's just unfortunate. You know, there's just I couldn't imagine where I would be right now if we had the original October releases with like Battlefield Hardline, Batman Arkham Knight, and The Witcher 3. It's like all these games that originally were just it's all about October. I'm so glad they got delayed because I'm so overwhelmed as it is, and I don't know how I'm supposed to do all of this. I really don't. So I'm just taking my time. I'm not going to rush through any of these games. Obviously, I want to get the full experience, and I want to enjoy myself, you know, playing them. So just keep that in mind, guys. Okay, I'm sorry, but I just can't waste any time here. I have to really utilize my time efficiently. So those are the rest of the games. You know, Assassin's Creed Unity and those other games I mentioned. That's what I basically have to beat for the winter. All right. Moving on to the new releases for January. All right. We got two games. We got more games, but we have two games that I'm interested in getting, that I'm interested in playing. The first one is called Life is Strange. It is a downloadable game on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC, and I believe the last generation of consoles as well. This is the new game from Don't Nod Entertainment. And if you guys remember, Don't Nod were the guys who were behind Remember Me, which came out last year. Remember Me came out last year? Oh, no. Yeah, it was June 2013. Yeah. It was 2015 now, so it came out a year and a half ago, alright? And Life is Strange is, you know, it's an episodic game, and it looks really interesting. It's very story-driven, looks very emotional. You guys remember, I personally really, really loved Remember Me. I thought it was a game that had just a wonderful, wonderful written story, very emotional. It had a plot twist that you didn't see coming, and it had one of the strongest female protagonists I've ever seen in video games. It was just, and it was an excellent game. Besides the somewhat repetitive gameplay, it did a very, very, very good job. I actually own a copy of it on PC that I wanted to play too, but I just, you know, I don't have the time. But Life is Strange is coming out January 20th, I believe, and I'm looking forward to it. Getting it on PS4, so it's going to be pretty cool. We also have Dying Light later. This is going to be a hit or miss game. It's going to be a game I'm taking a chance on, all right? I absolutely hated with a passion Dead Island. I thought Dead Island was one of the worst games of the last generation, and I thought it was awful. It wasn't fun to play. It was boring and repetitive. It was buggy. It was also ugly. Like, the graphics were just hideous, too. And they used this weird motion blur and lighting effect. It just made everything look very washed out. And at the same time, there was a non-existent story in the game. And, you know, if they just would have went the route of the trailer, the original trailer with the emotional story, and you're the father of this family, and you're just trying to, you know, protect your family from the zombies, and you're trying to escape the island. I thought that would have been amazing. You would have had like Game of the Year material right there, you know. But no, you went with some bullshit. So Dying Light is by the same devs who made Dead Island. The thing that's making me buy this game is because they literally, I don't want to say copied, but they, if anything, perfected the free-running parkour elements of one of my favorite games and one of the best games last generation, Mirror's Edge. So you take a game I absolutely hated, and you combine it with a game I absolutely love. And what you get is Dying Light. I have no idea whether this game is going to be good, whether it's going to be interesting, I have no idea. From my first impressions, just looking at the gameplay, I can tell you the gameplay looks fun if it's not going to force you into bullshit hand-to-hand combat, and you know, it's not going to have the same boring really awful gameplay of Dead Island, if it's just, oh, you have an option to do free running past the zombies, or you can do combat or whatever. If it gives you an option, then fine. I'll just run past it when I don't want to hurt. I don't want to kill zombies. I don't want to waste my time doing that. I'll just do parkour and do missions. So, if it does that, well, the graphics look good. And the story, if it can combine an interesting story, which I don't believe it will. Because the story trailer I saw, I'm still like, wait, who are you and what purpose do you have in this world? I have no idea. Alright? But Dying Light looks interesting. I'm getting it on the PlayStation 4, and it's going to be a hit or miss game. But I guess we're going to have to wait and find out, alright? So those are the 2 releases that are coming out in January. Moving on to vlogs, alright? I have 2 vlogs that I want to do for this month. Alright, the first is the 2015 goals. I do this every single year where I basically outline my goals that I want to accomplish this year. I don't do New Year's resolutions because New Year's resolutions are like, oh, you must act upon this as soon as as soon as it becomes New Year's. It's like, I feel like goals are more long-term than just resolutions, But I do 2015 goals, I'm going to do that. I'm also going to be doing the 2015 game pre-orders. I'm going to go through a list of every single game that has been confirmed for a release date in 2015, has been confirmed for a release window of 2015, or has been strongly rumored to be coming out in 2015, or is expected. So I'm going to be going through a list of all those games. I'm going to be going through a list of all the pre-orders I have for those games. I've got to make my way to GameStop. I'm going to be going to GameStop. I'm going to be, going through a list saying, listen, I need to pre-order this, I need to pre-order this, I need to pre-order this, I need to pre-order this. Alright? And then I'm going to make this video and let you guys know what I'm getting. As far as the gameplay goes, again, I don't know if the first impressions are going to be something I'm going to be able to do. I want to do them. I probably will do them, in all honesty. So there's going to be first impressions for all of those games, most likely. The next thing I want to do is I want to get back into Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. I just played the campaign. I have the game, but I played the multiplayer at my friend's house when I go to my friend's house every Tuesday. So I've been playing multiplayer over there, and I want to get into the game. I want to play the multiplayer and give it a shot because I did have fun with it, and I do want to do some gameplay of that. Again, this is all stuff that's going to happen if I beat all those games that I have to beat. So, just keep that in mind. Halo 5 beta is going on at the moment. I've been doing gameplay. I actually did record a gameplay yesterday, or the day before, rather. But my dumbass actually left the mic muted, so I was talking to myself for 20 minutes. But it was good gameplay. I still have the gameplay file, so I may just do an after commentary sort of thoughts. So we have that. And then lastly, Far Cry 4 multiplayer gameplay. I like the multiplayer of Far Cry 3 a lot. Actually, I got into it pretty heavily. So this multiplayer looks weird for Far Cry 4, but again, it could be interesting. I'm going to give it a shot and let you guys know what I think. And that's pretty much what to expect for the channel for the month of January. All right, in this channel update, there's just a lot of stuff happening. I'm just going to be playing games. I got when I stop this video and when I upload it, I'm going to go straight to my Xbox. I'm going to play through as much story content as I can in Assassin's Creed Unity. And then after that, I'm going to be getting through all these other games that I have. It's just all this stuff, and it's just frustrating. So I'm doing my best, guys. I do appreciate you guys being patient, and I'm going to, again, I don't want to push the Video Game Awards out to February. I really want to get them out before games start coming out again, but again, what I'm not going to do is I'm not going to rush through Assassin's Creed Unity, beat it in 8 hours, and be like, oh yeah, I played the game, because it's like you can't rush through games like these and expect to get a full experience from it. It's like, yeah, there's a story that goes on, and side content is side content, but it's also part of the main experience. And I feel like if I'm going to objectively rate a game on a scale, especially having it in a rewards show and putting it in different categories, it needs to be, experienced in its entirety. And I'm doing my best to try and do that. So, you guys have a great day. I appreciate it. Thank you guys for watching, and just look forward to a bunch of stuff coming out in 2015. Me playing all these games, But it's fun. I'm going to be looking forward to it. It's going to be a lot of work, but again, up to the challenge. And I will see you guys later for more gameplay, vlogs, and hopefully the 2014 Video Game Awards. Have a good one, guys. Talk to you later.